I've looked at the clips that I've used in my project a little bit more, and there is a point that stands out to me, and it's this one here. I'll zoom in by using the Shift key and the right mouse button, and then I'll drag to zoom in, and then we have the clip Our Ship. I'll let it play. And we can see that there is a video here, but we can see that there isn't much movement in it. It looks more like an image, except there is the audio underneath it. And with this example, I'd like to show you how we can create a still image from the video clip and what advantages that will bring me. To do this, we will see a new function, the function to create still images. I'd like to create an image from exactly what I'm seeing now. And to do this, I go to the menu Clip, and here we have the function Create a Still Image. We could also use the key command Ctrl and T. I'll call this up. And now, in my bin in the current folder, a new clip has been placed. This one here. And I can see from the symbol at the icon that it's an image and not a video clip. For example, like this one. I'll now change into dual mode. By double-clicking, I can call up the image here. On the right, we can see a preview of the timeline. Now I can see that the image is shown here. And unlike video clips, there isn't a scrubbing slider. This means I can't scroll through the image, the reason being that there is no movement in that image. So we can't use play or scroll through it. The length of the image we'll come back to. Right now, I'd actually like to remove this image, however, as I don't want it in my root folder. I'd actually like to create a folder for images. And to remove this image, I simply use the right mouse button and the delete file function. As this image isn't used anywhere, I can delete this image without any issues. And so the clip is deleted and the data is also removed from my hard drive. And now I'll create a new folder for images. So I'll right mouse click on the root folder, new folder, images. Now I'll choose various locations in the film that I'd like to use to create images. I'll use this image again. At this position, menu Clip, Create Still Image. Now I'll look here for an image. I can use the arrow for this to choose the best image. And finally, another image from this atmospheric section. Once again, create still image. So now to finish this lesson, I'd like to insert the image. I'll zoom out, and it was this section that interested me. I'll use the Control key and the mouse wheel to zoom in, and I'd like to replace this image. And there are various functions that allow me to do this. The first one I could use is by marking the region with in and out. And that I'll do to start with. With the Z key, I mark the region. And now, I drag the image here, and I could insert it. However, what is important for inserting from the preview window is that the source channel mapping is specified correctly. And for the minute, I'm quite surprised to see that we can't see our V symbol, the symbol for inserting. However, if I enlarge the timeline region, then it's clear that the reason we couldn't find it was because I had 3 title tracks, and they were hidden. And here, on title track 3T, I can see my insert symbol V. I have to drag this to the correct track, that's track 1VA. Now I can minimize the region again, and now, for example, using the function overwrite to timeline, I can give my image exactly the same length as the video and insert it. I can also see that the still image clip has a different color. The only thing remaining from my original video clip is the audio track. If I don't wish to keep this, I simply select it and delete it. A big advantage of a still image instead of a video clip at this position is that I can easily adjust the length of the clip. If I change to insert mode with ripple active, then I can trim the length of this image by selecting the endpoint with the mouse and specifying it. Or I can use the function from clip and duration, which we can also call up by using the Alt and U key command. I could type in, for example, 400 to position my image at exactly 4 seconds.